Hello everybody, it's your boy Redstone Ike's here, welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be checking out the brand new Minecraft 1.20 Trails and Tales update, which released a few days ago. So this update contains some new items, new blocks, new mobs, and even a new biome that you can come across when you adventure in your Minecraft world. Now, before we check out all the new things that's in this update, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss another video. Apart from that guys, let's begin today's video. Okay guys, so I'm in my adventurer's gear again, and we first arrive at this small little island right here. So we got some new sign types and some new bamboo blocks and ours, which we'll get into later. So for signs can now be edited even after you place one down. So when I right click this sign here, I can literally edit it once again even after I've typed a message on it. Just like so. And there's also another cool thing. You can even edit the backside of a sign too. Just like so. And there's also another thing here. So if you use a honeycomb on a sign, it will make the edits permanent, which you can't edit either side of the sign. And also you cannot use an axe to reverse that either. So when I take these honeycombs, like so, as you can see, when I right click, I can't edit them. Even using an axe cannot reverse the waxing, and that sort of thing. And there's also a new sign type that we got here. Hanging signs, which look pretty cool, I must say. Definitely looks great. So to make one of these hanging signs, you just need 2 chains at the top and 6 of any stripped logs, depending on the wood type you have over there, to get 6 of these hanging signs. There are a few ways you can hang them. One is on the side of a block like so, underneath a block or fence, or you can even hang a hanging sign under another hanging sign, just like that, which is pretty cool. Okay, so now that you've seen that, let's move on to the new bamboo blocks. So here's the new bamboo wood set right here. So we got regular bamboo blocks and bamboo mosaic blocks. So let's first check out the bamboo blocks right here. So this is a block of bamboo, which to make this, you just need 9 bamboo like this to make one of these, which then you can convert into planks like so. To get the stripped version, you would just need to use an axe right here, as you would with the normal wood in trees, which you can convert the planks into planks, trapdoors, this trapdoor, pressure plate, button, stairs, slabs, and a door. Even signs and hanging signs. And a fence too. And a fence gate. So now for the mosaic blocks. So this is an interesting type of block here, which looks pretty cool in terms of its pattern. So to make one of these, you actually need to first make the slabs of the normal bamboo planks and have 2 of the bamboo slabs vertically like this to make one of these bamboo mosaic blocks, which you can then convert into stairs and also the slabs too. And you can also make a special bamboo raft and bamboo raft with a chest. They can pretty much be crafted the same way as a normal boat. And same thing with the boat with the chest. They also function the same way, but they just have a unique look to them. Like, this looks pretty nice, making a raft out of bamboo, I must say. So now let's head inside this bamboo shack that I made here. Looks very roomy, I must say. And we're gonna check out the new chiseled bookshelves. So with this, you can store up to 6 books of either regular books, books with quills, and enchanted books, and even knowledge books too. So hold on, let me put this in my inventory. So they actually have specific slots that you could put them into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's the order that they go in there. So now the other thing about them is that they are redstone active, which means that you can remove or even attach certain books inside of it to activate redstone signals like that. which you can use to open up secret doors to maybe a secret compartment full of your most valuables, like so. Which is a pretty cool way to hide your stuff. Okay, so now that you've seen that, let's head over to the next location to discuss some more stuff. Okay guys, so now we're in the desert biome, which we're gonna check out some of the new mobs that have been added here. So one of them being camels. So camels are a new passive mob that can only spawn naturally when a desert village generates, like this one over here. You can also equip them with a saddle, and you can have up to 2 players riding one. You also don't need to, like, tame one in order to ride one. Like, you don't need to constantly try to get on it to ride it, like with horses, and that sort of thing. You can feed and breed camels with cactus. Camels are tall, which means most hostile mobs won't be able to reach you when on one. And you can walk over blocks, 1-block fences and walls. And camels like to sit down randomly, as you've been seeing here. So let me grab some cactus and breed one of them. So you can feed them both cactus, which they'll eventually breed into a baby camel. Just like that. And now, let me show you how you can ride one. So we're going to equip, let's say this one with a saddle. Climb on. And there you go. That's how you mount on a camel. Hey, excuse me. Coming through. So we're just going to close the gate here. And before we head out, let me show you one other thing. Camels can either walk slowly or sprint quickly. They also can dash forward, but will lose stamina while doing so. So I would recommend not to use their dash ability too many times in a row, otherwise they won't move as fast. Which I'll explain right now. Come on, camel, let's move it. So when you hold the space bar, they can dash just like that. But again, if you use it too many times, they won't move as fast. But they do have a lot of health though, mind you. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna head over to that desert temple right over there so we can discuss the next items that this update has to offer. Okay, here we are. So let me get my camel on a lead here. And we're going to discuss new archaeology blocks and items. So first we got is a brush right here, which you can craft by using a stick, copper ingot, and a feather to make one of these. And here's one of the things you can use a brush for. So we're going to come over here. So we got 2 new blocks, suspicious sand and suspicious gravel. So if you brush either one of them, depending on which one you find with a brush, you can extract buried objects. And this only works with ones you find naturally in your Minecraft world. Like these ones I just put in through creative mode, so when I brush, nothing comes out of them. And also, as you see, they turn into their regular counterparts when they've been brushed. And hold on, let me do time set day. But I can show you what you might get from... Oh, there's a creeper. And be gone. Okay, anyway, where was I? So this is suspicious sand right here. So let me show you what happens when you brush one. As you can see, you extract an object, something that's been buried. And here we got a prize pottery shard, which is what we're going to talk about right now. So we're going to come outside the temple and talk about the stuff you can use. So this is a decorative pot. This is not one of the things you can find, but I thought I'd show you anyway. So to make one of these decorated pots, you just need 4 bricks like this to make one of these. And now let's talk about how you can use this pottery shard I just found. So here are some of the new shards you can find in suspicious sand. We got an angular, archer, arms up, blade, brewer, burn, explorer, friend, heart, heartbreak, howl, miner, owner, plenty, prize, sliff, I think that's how you pronounce it, shelter, skull, and snort. And these are the different pots that you can have. Like this is me making them like using 4 of each pretty much. So that's why I named them after the shards that I used. So you're probably wondering, how do I make one of these myself? So you just need 4 of any kinds of the pottery shards, depending on which ones you find, to make one of these. A decorated pot customly made by you. So you don't need to have like 4 of the same kind in order to make these pots. You can mix and match and stuff. So as you can see here, this is what it looks like when you have 4 different shards in this one pot. It's pretty nice. Here is also another thing about suspicious sand and gravel and where you can find them. So suspicious sand can be found in a desert temple, which we just found one in, a desert well, and a warm ocean ruins. Suspicious gravel can be found in a cold ocean ruins and a trail ruins, which we are going to visit right now. So let me put this stuff away and I'll see you guys at the first structure. Okay guys, so here we are at the first new structure, which is the trail ruins. So this is what they look like when they're poking out of the ground right here. It's much bigger when you go deeper into it, trust me. And here's one of the things you can find from it. You can find this new music disc called Relic right here. And again, you can only find it by using the brush on suspicious gravel here. Which apparently in this case I just found a hanging sign. But again, you can find other cool items in here, not just ordinary items like this. So now let's head over to the next ruin. Okay guys, so this is the cold ocean ruins, as you can see here. So let me just grab my diving helmet so we can get a better look. So this is what you can expect the cold ocean ruins to look like. Pretty much a bunch of structures just hanging outside like so. This is where you can also find suspicious gravel. Which in this case I found a wooden hole. Not really the best items, but trust me, you'll be able to find rarer items when you come to these kinds of ruins right here. So now let's head over to the next ruins. Okay guys, so now we're at the last new structure right here, which is the warm ocean ruins. So they pretty much look the same as like the cold ocean ruins, except they're made out of mostly sandstone and smooth sandstone blocks. So here's some suspicious sand right here. No, look at this, we found another pottery shard. And there are also other cool items that you can find in these ruins, but we're going to talk about that in the upcoming topic right here. So let's head to some dry land and I'll explain. Okay guys, so now we're going to check out another new passive mob, which is the sniffer. So the sniffers are another new passive friendly mobs. They can only be found in eggs, which those sniffer eggs can only be found in suspicious sand at a warm ocean ruins. So this is what they look like right here. So unfortunately I didn't find one in the warm ocean ruins back there, but this is what they look like when you do find one. And how they look when you place one down, just like that. So continuing on with that topic, they take up to 20 minutes to hatch, but if you place them on moss blocks, they only take like 10 minutes. So that's why I place them on moss blocks, because they'll hatch much faster than any other block. So more on the sniffers. Sniffers sniff the air and occasionally dig up seeds, which produce new kinds of plants/flowers, which are torch flower seeds and pitcher pod. So right now they haven't found any yet, but we'll get into that later. So here are some of the 2 seeds that they can sniff up. So here's the torch flower seed and the pitcher pot. So torch flowers, their seeds can be planted on farmland. They are also used to breed sniffers, and when they breed, they drop a sniffer egg, which eventually hatches into a snufflet. So this is what the torch flower looks like right here. And as you can see, you can pretty much, I think you can breed them. I'm not sure why they don't want to breed, but trust me, they can. So let me show you what the snufflet looks like, or snifflet looks like when it does hatch. They pretty much look like these little guys. And they take up to 20 minutes to grow up into an adult sniffer. So anyway, where was I? Okay, so torch flowers can also be crafted into orange dye right here. So that could be pretty handy. And now let's move on to the pitcher plant. So this is what the pitcher pod looks like, and this is what the pitcher plant looks like when it's fully grown. So the pitcher plant, their pods can be planted on farmland also, which this crop has a 5-stage growth cycle, pretty much. It is 2 blocks tall once fully grown, and they can be crafted into cyan dye. And that's pretty much what most of these 2 plants are mostly used for. Nothing really special, but hey, they're nice plants to have around nonetheless. So let me do time set day again, and now we're gonna move on to what's in this lab over here that I made. Hold on, let me put these things away. Let's come in here. So we got a new block called a calibrated skulk sensor, and we also got a new feature which we'll talk about later. So the calibrated skulk sensor. To craft one of these, you just need 1 skulk sensor in the middle, surrounded by 3 amethyst shards, like so, to make one of these. So, the calibrated skulk sensor is a new variant of skulk sensors that allows you to filter vibrations based on their frequency levels, which we'll talk about soon. One side of the calibrated skulk sensor can receive a redstone signal as an input. They can also detect vibrations up to 16 blocks away. So this is pretty much 16 blocks away, and when I jump right here, as you can see, it can detect a vibration even this far away. I believe regular skulk sensors can only detect like when you're closer to them, pretty much. Okay guys, so let's talk about more information about the calibrated skulk sensor. So as I mentioned earlier, that it can detect specific frequency levels. So here are the list of 15 different frequency levels as you see here. So take a good look at them. Right here. Here. And also here. So now let me show you how it works to demonstrate. So as you know, it's detecting my movement. That's usually the basic frequency. So let's say I want to make it so that, for example, react when I eat or consume an item. So all you need to have a lectern with a redstone comparator like this hooked into this end of the calibrated skulk sensor. And you must have 15 pages in your book. And we're going to flip all the way to page 8, which is number 8 on the frequency list right here. And now, the skulk sensor is no longer reacting when I walk around for starters. But now, when I eat this steak right here, it detects that noise, which is pretty cool, I must say, allowing you to make it react to certain sounds. And the best part is, oh, hold on, I need to be aggressive. It can react to up to 16 blocks away as well, which is really cool. So anyway, now that you've seen that, let's move on to this new feature called vibration resonance. So vibration resonance, basically, you can now use a blocks of amethyst to extend the range of a vibration received by skulk sensors without need to recreate the vibration naturally. So I got this little snake of skulk sensors next to blocks of amethyst with one at the very end right here. So watch what happens when I use a vibration now. So when I throw the snowball, it created a nice little vibration path all the way to the end there. And I think, as you heard, it creates a unique sound when you play them, too. A nice little amethyst sound, pretty much. Okay, so now that you've seen that, we're gonna head over to the next area, so I'll see you guys there. Okay guys, so welcome to the new Cherry Grove biome, which adds in some very pink cherry trees, and also some pink petals that fall from them as well. Which in my opinion looks pretty peaceful, I must say. And while there's a new tree type, there's also a new wood set that goes along with it. So here we have cherry wood, log, stripped cherry log, stripped cherry wood, planks, stairs, slabs, button, trapdoor, pressure plate, door, fences, and also a gate right here. And this is what the sapling looks like, as you see here. So with the new wood, you can obviously guess that you can just use one log to get 4 of these, which you can then craft into the stairs, slabs, trapdoors, button, pressure plate, door, etc. And there's also a new sign and hanging sign too. And we also got a pink boat and a pink boat with a chest, which are called the cherry boat and cherry boat with the chest here. So this is quite a peaceful place to set up a base or even build like a house made of this cherry tree wood as well. Okay, so now that you've seen that, we're gonna head over to the final area, which is through that nether portal. So I'll see you guys in the nether. Okay guys, so we're in this nether fortress right here, which we're gonna talk about some last 2 topics right here. So let me close the gate behind me and go to survival. So for one thing, we got new mob head and playable mob sounds, and also smithing changes and new armor trims. That we'll talk about later. So for the new mob head, we got a piglin head. Piglins can now drop their heads if killed by a charged creeper. And also the other thing is that if you activate it with a redstone signal or wear one, their ears flap. Which is a little bit funny, I must say. And on to the continuing on with the subject of the mob heads, if you place a mob head or skull on a note block, it plays their sound. So this is for the zombie, skeleton, creeper, piglin, wither skeleton, and of course, the ender dragon. Nice. Okay, now let's continue on to the final topic, which is smithing. So first off, we got some changes. So, there is now an extra step when turning diamond armor and tools into netherite. You not only need a netherite ingot, you also need a new item called a netherite upgrade, which is these things right here. These upgrades can be found in a chest in a bastion remnants. So I've got several smithing templates, which is the netherite upgrade, and some ingots to demonstrate, and also some diamond armor too, so I can show you how the process works. So what you do, and this is the new interface for the smithing table, by the way. So you first take the smithing template, which is the upgrade, then you take the item you want to put in it, and then the material, which is a netherite ingot. And as you can see, this is how you convert diamonds into netherite armor. So I'd say it's a little bit more tedious now since you have to find an extra item in order to upgrade them to netherite, but I'd still say they would be worth the trouble anyway, so it's not that bad. And there's also a way to make more of these once you find one. So to make another one of these templates, you just need 7 diamonds like this, and a material object that they're made of. For example, the upgrade is made of netherrack, and just need 1 of these upgrades, which you can get 2 back, pretty much. So this is how you can duplicate the template that you find, so it saves you the trouble of having to find more of them. Okay, so now let's continue on with armor trims. Now this is gonna get more interesting. So here are armor trims. Armor trims allow you to customize the look of your armor to make them look very nice indeed. And this pretty much works with all of the 6 armor types right here. So now let's first talk about the 16 different armor trims, or the different styles you can have on the armor pretty much. So we got Sentry armor trim, Vex armor trim, Wild armor trim, Coast, Dune, Wayfinder, Razor, Sharper, Host, Ward, silence, tide, snout, rib, eye, and spire. And here are the locations where you can find them. So you can pretty much find them in a pillager outpost, woodland mansion, jungle temple, shipwreck, desert pyramid, trail ruins, ancient city, ocean monument, bastion remnant, nether fortress, stronghold, and the end city. So that's pretty much where you can find these special armor trims right here. And now let's talk about how you can change the color of them. So to color them, you do not need to use dye. You need to use like materials that you find in caves, pretty much. So this is with the silent trim style, as you see here. So we've got copper, amethyst, iron, gold, diamond itself right here, emerald, redstone, lapis, quartz, and of course, netherite. So these are the 10 different colors you can have on these armor trims right here. And to make a copy of an armor trim, for example the silent trim, it's pretty much the exact same recipe as with the netherite upgrade earlier. 7 diamonds like this, and you need a material object, which in this case cobbled deep slate, and the silent armor trim right here to get 2 of these. And you do not need to like have a singular style for these armor trims right here. You can even mix and match if you wanted to. So hold on, let me drop this armor right here, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm gonna take this helmet right here and use the silent trim with lapis, like so. Now this chest plate with the sentry template. The leggings with the eye template, like so. And finally, the spire armor trim with these boots right here, and with gold. So with this, you can pretty much have like a customizable look. And you can even mix and match, so the possibilities of your armor are pretty much endless almost. And yeah, that is pretty much everything there is to it of the Minecraft 1.20 Trails and Tales update. Oh, one other thing. The creative tab has been completely organized better, in my opinion, with all the different tabs you see here. And that, my friends, is gonna wrap up for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss another video. Apart from that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time in the next video. Goodbye!